Hello learners, welcome back to the channel. If you are a data enthusiast or preparing for your next data engineering or data science interview, you are in the right place. In this video, we are going to build a super simple and beginner friendly PySpark project without using Kafka or MLlib. That's perfect to add to your resume as a fresher. So we will walk through the code line by line, explain every concept in plain English and also run it live. So we will be using only PySpark. So like even if you are just starting out with your big data tools, you can, you will be able to follow along with the our code. So let's get started. We will be doing the project as customer purchase analytics using PySpark. So very first, we will be doing the data preparation and saving the CSV file. So how we create a data and how we will be creating the CSV file. Let's learn that. So let me tell you a few things more about this project. So this project is about customer purchase analytics. Here we will be doing about the total purchase per customer and most popular product we have, and also customers who have spent more than a threshold, about that. So let me tell you how we can proceed. So very first, as you can see, I have imported CSV. So this CSV module we already have in Python. Like you don't need to explicitly install it. So let me tell you why we will be importing the CSV. Like this CSV module which provides functionalities to work with the CSV files in Python. Now we have the data variable. So in the data variable, as you can see, it is I have assigned a list of list. So inner list, here the inner list will represent a row in our data set. Whether inside this, the first inner list that you can see, first one here, customer ID, product and amount. So this is nothing but the header, the column names of the data, and the subsequence list that we have all C001 laptop 1000, like that, all the subsequence list. This is nothing but the data, the actual data for each customer purchase we have. Now the next line we have with open. So this line will open a file named as purchase.csv. As you can see, with open, so it will open a file with the name purchase.csv. The next we have W. So W is for writing mode. So this the new line is equal to the in the bracket argument. It is used to prevent extra blank rows from being like inserted when writing the CSV file. So that's why the new line is this. And the next we have this we will be writing this as file with open purchase.csv, and then W is the for write mode, and this is for preventing extra line, and then we will be opening as file, and then inside this we have a writer is equal to csv dot writer. So this is nothing but this is object, which is which will be used to write data to CSV file. This object is assigned to the variable writer. So this csv dot writer, and we have given the file, so this we have assigned here as writer. And next line we have write rows. So write rows function takes an iterable. So as you can see, what we have given as data. So like a list of list, our data is what? A list of list. So it will write each element as a row in the CSV file. So let's run this and see what we will be getting. Okay. Actually I have saved it in GitHub, that's why. So next see, let's see whether I have the purchase.csv or not. Yes, you can see now we have this purchase.csv. Now next, let's see, let's learn how to start the Spark session and how we will do proceed with our project. Okay, so importing a Spark session. So import the Spark session class, which is the entry point for using PySpark. So we will be importing Spark session from PySpark.sql, and then we will be importing some call count also from PySpark.sql function. So actually, this some call count we use for data manipulation and aggregation, because that we will be using in the project thoroughly. That's why. Now let's start the session. So here you can see the very first line here. After the importing, I will be creating a Spark session. So it's you can understand this as a foundation. So because without starting you can't proceed, so you can think of it as a foundation for your PySpark application. Here I have given the name as customer purchase analytics. So this is the Spark session name, and then you can use the function dot get or create. It means this function, if you don't have the previously created the session, it will create new for you, or otherwise if it is already created, so it will get the same existing one for you. Okay, so let's see, let's start the session first. Okay, so see, it ran successfully. It means what? We have started our Spark session successfully. Now next is loading and displaying the data. So after you start the Spark session, now what we have to do, we have to load our CSV file into the data frame, the Spark data frame. Okay, so what I will be doing, very first you have to create a variable. Here I have simply using df, a df variable, and now what I will be doing, I will be taking some other than .csv reading the file, we have to select two more option. Why? Because I want to read the heading also for the CSV file, right? We have given some heading, this customer ID, product, amount, this is nothing but heading. So what I will be giving spark.read.option. In the option you have multiple options. First is header. I am selecting it as true. Why? Because it tells the PySpark that the first row of the CSV contains column names. That's why. Now next, again I am selecting option. In the next option we have infer schema is equal what? True. So it asks PySpark to automatically determine the data types of the columns. Suppose if it is a string or integer or float, whatever. That's why I have kept the infer schema also as true. Now next we will be giving the path of our CSV file. So this path is here our this. So when you will be clicking on the three dot, you can copy path, and when you will be copying path here, you have to paste it. Okay, you have to paste your file path to here. Okay, so that's how we will paste the path. Now next let's see whether in this df, this df is nothing but the PySpark data frame. So in the PySpark data frame, whether we have fetched that CSV file or not. So let's run this. So the dot show will this function will generally display the content of the data frame. that is df right now we have. So it is allowing you to see the raw data that we have. So let's see, original data set we got customer id, product, amount, and the data, full data it is showing. Now next, let's see calculating total spending per customer. So total amount spent by each customer, that we will be, let's see how to find it out. So very first, we will be using here a dot group by function on customer id. So this will calculate the sum of the amount that for that column for each customer id, and renames the result column to this variable total spent. So what we will be first grouping by on this column customer id, and then on that after grouping we will be applying the aggregation function sum on the amount, and then alias means we will be taking that column name as total spend, and then we will be showing this variable. So let's see what we will be getting. So as you can see, I have printed total amount spent per customer, and then next, as we have grouped upon customer id, so yes, it has grouped upon customer id and then total spend. So customer 003 has spent 125, customer 004 has spent 150, the next customer 001 has 1050, and then customer 002 has 1500. So that's the total amount spent per customer. Okay, so let's see about the next. This is the identifying the most popular product. Now again here we will be applying group by, but on the different column, that is product. And again we will be using aggregation to count the number of occurrences of each product and names the returning the and also we will be returning the column which is count. So again let's see, we have this popular product is a variable, and on the df on our data frame we will be applying group by on the product column, and next we will be applying aggregation which function we will be using count of all, and then alias we are keeping as name as count. So what I want to keep it in a order. So order by here I am applying, and which column the count, because this count we have kept as count, and then we want to in descending order, and then this is the most popular product. So I want to see show for 1. So let's see, let's run this and see most popular product is nothing but laptop, and count is 2. So 2 times it has been purchased. Now next is filtering for high values customer. So let's see how we can filter out the high value customer we have. So here we will be what we'll be doing, we will be filtering the total spent to identify customers who have spent more than $100. For that we will be using a filter and the column, and inside that column we will be taking the column name total spent, and then giving the condition it should be greater than 100, and then saving it in a variable high value. So let's see, and simply after that we will be printing the show using the dot show function, and we will be printing the variable high value. So you can see here whatever it is greater than 100 it is showing here, right? Now that's like we have covered all the important functions over here. Now the last thing is stopping the Spark session. So this is this lines what it does, it shuts down the Spark session, and also it will release the resources it was using in the coding, and then it will stop it. So actually it's a very good practice to stop the session when you are finished and with your PySpark analysis. So it's a very good practice to stop the session. So that's it for this easy PySpark project. It's very simple, clean, and something you can confidently talk about in interviews. And also in interviews they ask mostly upon on all these only, like grouping, group by, and filtering, aggregation. So they'll ask you mostly upon these. So this was very very easy. And also you can add this to your GitHub. I will share my GitHub link for this project in the description below, so you can check that, and you can add it to your GitHub and add it to your resume. So that's it for this one. So in upcoming videos we will be leveling up and build up more advanced project using PySpark. So it was here I have used only PySpark, that's why I haven't used multiple ways. But you can use like a lot of different things like Kafka and MLlib, but I haven't covered these topics in my YouTube channel. So in upcoming videos I will be covering about Kafka and MLlib, and then I will be creating a resume project including all these PySpark, Kafka, and MLlib to show real-time data streaming and machine learning in action. So make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want to don't want to miss that one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in next video.